When most people think Clearwater Beach, they think of Spring Break and Pier 60. But what people don't think about is that some people live here full time. And today I'm going to show you what that's all about. I'm Alyssa, a local real estate agent, and I'm excited to show you what it's like to live on Clearwater Beach. We're starting off in North Clearwater Beach, which is the most residential part of Clearwater. Over here, you're gonna find single-family homes ranging from beachfront access in the multi-million dollars or small bungalows that are still ranging between $500,000 to $600,000. And today, we're gonna take a look at some of those. As a resident, you're just a few blocks away from a beautiful, relaxing, casual walk on the beach. And sunsets don't have to be planned out. They're just a part of your everyday life. McKay is a newly constructed park here in the heart of Clearwater where tourists and locals come to enjoy. There's a playground and brand new pickleball courts. Pickleball is what everybody's talking about these days. It's a great way to get out, enjoy the weather, and be active. We drove by here earlier. It was 10:30 a.m. and all the courts were full of action. One of the biggest reasons people choose island estates is access. You don't have to cross over the main beach traffic, which makes daily life smoother. You get waterfront living without the chaos. Boat docks, quiet streets, golf carts, bike rides, dogs. It feels residential, not transient. We're at an active listing here on Island Estates. This is typically what you're gonna find, a house that sits on the bay. This house is 4 bedrooms and 3 full bathrooms. It's been fully renovated, and right now it's listed just under $1.8 million. If you're looking at property here on Island Estates specifically, most houses are on the water. They'll have a dock, a seawall, and sometimes a lift. It's important to get each item inspected to make sure it's in good working condition. Other than residential homes, you'll find condo residents. Some people choose to live in this type of residence because it's less maintenance. One thing to look out for in condos are the HOA fees and to make sure that the reserves are in good standing. This right here is the Island Estates Publix. It's kind of a legend around here. People can come and get their groceries by walking, biking, or taking a short golf cart ride. Behind me is the Clearwater Aquarium. For locals, this isn't a tourist stop. It's where field trips happen. And this place is special because it's more than just an aquarium. It's actually a rehabilitation center. So this community focuses on capturing and rescuing injured animals, rehabilitating them, and then releasing them back to the wild. This is Island Yacht Club, a private member-only club where people choose to keep their boats at. It's known for being laid back, very casual, and a great way to socialize with your neighbors. This is a huge attraction for people that want to live on the island. People walk here, get on their boat, take it out for the day, and then dock it back. Although Island Estates attracts a lot of retired people, it's also a great place for growing families. People like it here because it feels very safe and it's a very tight-knit community. Behind me is Clearwater's new construction condo hotel, CW Resort. It's coming in May 2026, and it's a great opportunity for investors that want to own an asset on Clearwater Beach that allows nightly rentals. You can rent out your unit and maximize profits and have short-term rental income coming in on the daily. Next, we're going to be headed to Sand Key. It's just over that bridge, and this is where you're going to find mostly condo high-rises that is mostly residential, no hotels. Sometimes I find that it's best to hear about what it's like to live somewhere talking to somebody that actually lives here. This is Susan, one of my past clients, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about what it's been like to live here. So, hey Susan. My first question is, what made you want to look for something in this area?
So we've been in Florida since 2019, and we needed to be downsizing because we're both getting older, and we wanted to get into something that was one floor, condo, maintained, high security, and on the beach, because we've been living in Florida now, like I said, since 2019. The best thing about this is we wanted access to everything. So we wanted access to the airport, which is just up across 60. We needed access to grocery stores, pharmaceuticals and things like that, and the hospital over at the Morton plant, which is just across the little bit of inlet here, the water. So that we needed all those things and one floor. And we looked around at Sand Key quite a bit and fell in love with this building in particular. That's why we moved here.
Awesome, I love that. So what's been your favorite thing about living here so far?
There's not one. There's several. So some of the things that are best. We like to dine out and we like to dine in. So we have access to seafood suppliers nearby here at Clearwater Beach. We can also go up to the piers and get seafood fresh off the pier. To the restaurants. We are spoiled for restaurants. You cannot decide where to go because there's just too many good places. You can go lowbrow, you can go highbrow. It doesn't matter. It's really wonderful. 3, the ocean. I mean, you can't beat that view out there. It's stunning. And even when it gets busy, we just get our groceries and stay in. Sand Key is quiet. You look up at Clearwater Beach, which is gorgeous as well. It's busy, and that's where all the spring breakers go, so we wanted to avoid that. We're just across from that if we want to get there. The Jolly Trolley runs up and down Gulf Boulevard. It's a 2-minute walk to the Jolly Trolley and hop on that and go up to Clearwater Beach if we want to get into the busy stuff. But we don't have to. Yeah. It's beautiful here. There's no reason to go anywhere in the world when we want to be tropical because we live in paradise.
Yeah. Definitely, that's true. How about what's been one thing that surprised you about living here so far?
What really surprised me is how little these condos that I'm at are used. they're only occupied about a third of the time because a lot of people live up north or they live over in Tampa Bay, and they only use them once in a while on the weekend. They don't use them every weekend. So in season, we're only about 30% occupied. Out of season, we're only about 15% occupied. So it's a nice, quiet place. The other thing that surprised me, some of the other things that surprised me is how cool it is. There is not a day that goes by that we don't have a breeze like today where the wind is blowing. And it's not blowing hard, it's just blowing nice. So you're never really hot here. You can be outside all the time.
That's a good tip. I didn't really think about that, but especially on hot summer days, that's probably comes in handy.
Real handy.
Yeah. Last thing I want to ask you is, if you had advice to give to somebody that's looking for something in this area, what would you tell them?
There are several things that we learned after coming here. One, check your HOA and make sure that it's paid. Make sure that all of the not your HOA that you've paid it, that the owner has paid it, but that the HOA is fully funded for what they need to do. Two, make sure that the insurance for the HOA is all up to date, and check your building requirements. Three, make sure that the milestone is done and that your building is solid and that it's passed all milestones and has no more assessments or things to do. We were very good. Melissa was very good. She got all the assessments taken care of and done for us, and that was really important as a part of the sale, as our purchase of the unit. Three. What did I say? Three? Am I on three or four?
3 or 4.
5, whatever it is. Get Melissa. That's one of the things I would definitely say, because she really walked us through and everything. And we had a couple offers that were on the board, and then owners didn't respond and stuff and fell through. She protected us every step of the way, making sure that we didn't lose money on anything. She was really, really good and really protective. So I would definitely say get Melissa. In fact, I recommend her to everybody. So those are the things I would say.
Awesome. Thank you. And no, I did not tell her to say that, but I appreciate it.
But I tell people that.
Yeah, thank you.
It's true. You really protected us.
Thank you, Susan. I appreciate you, your time, and I'm sure we'll work again in the future.
Well, we are going to work again because we're buying a bigger one because we love it so much here.
Oh, I love that. You heard it, ladies and gents.
And I will say this. The 2 condos I would look at the beach here are the Meridian and the Grand the most, because those are the best ones up here on Sand Key.
Yeah, I agree.
There's others, and others are really nice, but these have all the amenities.
Yeah, and they've been well maintained, which
Really well.
you mentioned is very important to look out for when you're looking at high-rises, condos on the water. You want to make sure the HOA is looking out for the building and making sure that it's being maintained the way that it needs to be.
And our board is lawyers and accountants and finance people and even people who have run construction companies. So
Awesome.
they're on it.
Great. Beautiful. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Whether you're a retiree or looking for a second vacation home or just looking for a slower pace of life, Clearwater Beach might be the place for you. And if you don't know where to start, that's what I'm here for. I'm Melissa, a local real estate agent, and I'd love to help you find your Clearwater home. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.